Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Ptah Shakur. Out enjoying myself before the Independence Day. Chose to do a little independence of my own here out amongst nature. Very good reading for today. Ooh, 1 second. All right, here we go. The book we'll be reading today will be Neville Goddard's. This is the complete collection of Neville Goddard. The very first writings that you hear is a quote. It's when a man begins to discover this power within him, he never plays the part that he formerly played. He doesn't turn back and become just a reflector of life. From here on in, he is the effector of life. So this particular chapter is called The Law of Reversibility. There's a quote, "Pray for my soul. More things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of." This is Tennyson, author, I believe. Prayer is an art and requires practice. The first requirement is a controlled imagination. Parade and vain repetitions are foreign to prayer. Its exercise requires tranquility and peace of mind. Use not vain repetitions. For prayer is done in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. The ceremonies that are customarily used in prayer are mere superstitions and have been invented to give prayer an air of solemnity. Those who do practice the art of prayer are often ignorant of the law that controls it. They attribute the results obtained to the ceremonies and mistakes the letter for the spirit. The essence of prayer is faith, but faith must be permitted with understanding to be given that active quality which it does not possess when standing alone. And here's another quote. "Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." This book is an attempt to reduce the unknown to the known by pointing out conditions which prayers are answered and without which they cannot be answered. It defines the conditions governing prayer and law, and that simply a generalization of our observation. The law of reversibility is the foundation on which its claims are based. Mechanical motion caused by speech was known for a long time before anyone dreamed of the possibility of an inverse transformation, that is, the reproduction of speech by mechanical motion, aka the phonograph. For a long time, electricity was produced by friction, without ever a thought that friction, in turn, could be produced by electricity. Whether or not man succeeds in reversing the transformation of a force, he knows, nevertheless, that all transformations of force are reversible. If heat can produce mechanical motion, so mechanical motion can produce heat. If electricity produced magnetism, magnetism can develop electric currents. If the voice can cause inductory currents, so can the currents reproduce the voice, and so on. Cause and effect, energy and matter, action and reaction are the same and interconvertible. This law is the highest importance because it enables you to foresee the inverse transformation once the direct transformation is verified. If you knew how you would feel, if you know how you would feel were you to realize your objective, then inversely, you would know what state you could realize were you to awaken in yourself such feeling. This injunction to pray, believing that you already possess what you pray for, is based upon a knowledge of law of the inverse transformation. If your realized prayer produces in you a definite feeling or a state of consciousness, then inversely, that particular feeling or state of consciousness must produce your realized prayer. Because all transformation of force are reversible, you should always assume the feeling of your fulfilled wish. You should awaken within you the feeling that you are and have that which heretofore you desire to be and possess. This is easily done by contemplating the joy that would be yours were you your objective and an accomplished fact, so that you live and move and have your being in the feeling that your wish is realized. The feeling of the wish fulfilled, if assumed and sustained, must objectify the state that which would have created it. This law explains why, quote, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and why, quote, he calleth that are not seen as though they were, and things that were not seen became seen. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continue feeling that it is fulfilled until that which you feel objectifies itself. I'm going to reread that. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continue feeling that it is fulfilled until that which you feel objectifies itself. If a physical fact can reproduce a psychological state, a psychological state can produce a physical fact. If the effect can be produced by the cause, then inversely, the effect can be produced by the cause. Therefore I say unto you, here's a quote, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye have received them, and ye shall have them. So that concludes this particular chapter dealing about the law of reversibility. We'll be going into some of the other aspects of this very, very powerful book at another time. But this is Ptah Shakur. It's been a blast. Love and light to you all.